What's up, summoners? Kingblade here. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the new banner hero that you can summon, Bellona. So, you may be wondering, we have to save up a lot of crystals, and there's several things you can use with crystals. You can use it to buy units, like summons, you can use it to buy energy, and you gotta wonder, is it worth summoning on this banner, or should I be trying to go to other heroes? So, how worth it is Bellona? So, first, let me just tell you straight off the bat, she is someone you 100% want. The amount of uses she has is like, I think she's useful in every aspect of the game, and it's definitely a must have unit if you can. If you don't get it in the banner, it's okay because she will be a unit you can get. It's not like the end where it's like if you weren't playing around the time, there's no way you could get her. But let's just take a look at the skills to truly understand why she's so strong. So, of course, I have her. I do have her, but it would take a lot longer than just, previewing the skills here and just showing you. I don't have her rune properly yet, but all right. So what you just saw there is her third skill, and it defense breaks. So that already is really good, but let's go order by order because I had that on auto. So first skill, Wind Break Fan. Attacks the enemy, dealing damage proportional to the enemy's match health. Adds focus, basic archer thing. A lot of archers really rely on focus. As you can see right now, she has three focus because I used the third skill. So that's why she has 3 right now, because this one has 3 souls. But basically, if you get all 3 souls, it activates this skill. And what's really broken about this is when you have her fully scaled up, this can go up to 100% defense break when used with the focus on the first skill. The other thing that's super important, I wish I could highlight it right here, but highlight on this first skill, damage proportionate to the enemy's max health. People use Arky. Arky spam is a thing because bosses have so much health in Abyss and in other aspects of the game. The fact that this skill it's like, boom, I'm going to do damage based on your max health is just insane to me. As you saw right there, that's the third skill proccing from the first skill. That's the other thing that makes his first skill so broken, that if you use her skills properly and the rotations properly, you can get this skill to proc pretty often and get 100% defense break. It's just the amount of things you can do with the skill is nuts, especially that it does proportion to the enemy. It could just say damage proportionate to the enemy's max health, and she would already be busted. She could only have that one skill, and she would already be probably run in all aspects of the game because their bosses have so much health, guys. Like in Abyss, it's like over a million health. And the fact that she scales with that, that's just like she's too strong. This skill is too strong, and this proccing. But before you can understand how strong it is, Racer Wind Fan when it breaks, when it goes with the skill, let's just go to the second one and then we can see. So this one you get 1 focus, but she grants herself immunity. So immunity is nice. There's a lot of monsters that debuff you, and being able to use the second skill, to try to help you out, it's pretty good. I don't think the skill is that great. The immunity is like, why not? It's kind of random. If it did anything else, it would be like, I would like to have seen this skill give 1 turn attack buff or 1 turn barrier, because it has more uses, but immunity is still nice. And she definitely doesn't need a buff. She's already way too strong. I don't even think she needs that on her second skill. The fact that she has an AoE, 2 AoE skills and 1 AoE skill that scales on the enemy's max health already makes her like beyond stupid broken. And the skill also scales with the number of enemies, so you get to do that. You pop a couple of AoE damage and you get some focus. Not bad. So there's not a lot to talk about that skill, but now let's move on to her third skill. This third skill will come into play especially in Arena because it's an AoE defense break, and it's also amazing for farming. She's an awesome farmer. If you have her, if you're just starting the game, it's worth if you just get her, because you have a farmer, you have an Abyss, you have most raids cleared with her. It's just insane. But the third skill also Arena, super Arena oriented. So Racer Wind Fan, attack all enemies, 65% defense break. This goes up to 80%, guys. That means like 4 and 5 times that skill is going to defense break when it's maxed out. And then if it procs with this, is 100. But for Arena purposes, 80%, I think that's higher than Tenambria. And that's the only reason people ran Tenambria, was because of this third skill. So it's like, why run Tenambria when you can just run her in Arena to decrease defense for a cleave comp? But more about that later. So now, let me show you guys. Let me just get rid of all of this. I'm just going to use the third skill so you guys can see it. It's basically AoE, defense break, you know, the usual. And then, of course, you see that I have 4 focus now because I added 3. When you use this first skill, why it's so, like, this AoE defense break is so strong once you have 5 focus is because this automatically procs when she has 5 focus, guys. It's nuts. So, pop, you do that, and then, boom, AoE, back to back. It's automatic. It's super strong. It's like insane. This goes up 20 more percent. So when it's fully maxed, you're hitting 100% defense break on the skill for free. You do your auto, you get that. So now this is the part that's like, you're already thinking, how more better can she be? How more busted? Then you do the rotation and you realize how stupid she really is. So let's say you're actually manualing it. So let's say, okay, you do third skill. You break the defense of the end. Wait, I think it's about to proc. Wow, so she gets... Okay, so you guys saw that, right? So I got the defense break. So that's where you start off the battle, arena, whatever. And you're like, okay, now she gets her next turn. You know, there's a lot of enemies still. Everyone is defense broken, but I haven't killed them yet. Let me just go and just AoE damage them. Try to keep a couple of them before the skill loses damage. Now you're at 4 focus. You use your first skill, and you're going to get the big damage and then another AoE defense break. If you make her fast enough, the enemy is 100% always going to be defense broken. Because by the time this heal goes on cooldown, see right now this is a 6 turn cooldown, it goes to 5 turns. So you will normally do first skill, so 5 turn cooldown, so it's going to be 4 turns. Second skill, then first skill, and then I think second skill comes up or third skill comes up like 1 turn afterwards. So you can do this rotation once every 4 turns. There's no reason the enemy shouldn't be defense broken, especially when you're just absolutely destroying them with this skill. But that's enough for the skills. Let's talk about where she shines and why you should actually get her after we've talked about these skills. Why I think she honestly is going to be a must-have unit and makes the game like easy mode almost. Because first off, the most important thing for beginners is having a farmer. Bellona has 2 skills that, you know, farm. She's still probably not better than Cess because it's on Cess's autos, and Cess just does a better job personally to me as a farmer. I think Cess is the best farmer, but Bellona, definitely if you don't have a Cess, you have Bellona. So already, if I had to give her a tier list, she'd almost be 10-10 on everything. All right, so farming, adventure mode, easy. You know, light work. She can probably clear it pretty decently fast. So already one aspect of the game that she's really good in. Now let's go to battle, where all of the things happen. So Light Spirit Altar, all these altars, she's good in all of them, except the fire one, of course. But on all of them, defense break on these bosses, heck yes. I want to have defense break on them 100% of the time. Second skill, AoE attack. A lot of these guys have units, like little units. Like the water one has a lot of units you want to get rid of. Her second skill is going to be doing tons of damage when they have 4 enemies in the Spirit Altar. Already another huge plus in Spirit Altar. So she already shows that she's worth building for farming and for altar. That's already 2 important aspects of the game. Abyss, oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. She's probably going to be the unit that's going to get me to floor 80. I could probably put her, I can't really put her in now because like the stage I'm in, I can't use her. But once I get past the stage and I have it fully ruined, I might show you guys a video of how broken she actually is, because I really do think it's broken that her first skill does damage based on their health. If you guys have never been in Abyss, like deeper on these floors, I think starting like floor 20, monsters have so much HP that it's almost not worth like using your soul burn on attack skills. It's almost better to just save up and use Archie spam. So I wish I could show you guys my team, but it's basically just, let me just put it over here. The team is basically just like Archie spam. You're trying to just spam with Archie, and Bellona will help you get there quicker because, you know, she gives you more. So see, I always run Archie right there. Archie is by far the best thing in Abyss because monsters have so much health, and he does proportion to their max health, and he's broken. And then on top of that, she has her own defense break. So now you're talking about monsters that have tons of health that are going to be defense broken and having damage done to them based on their max HP. That's absolutely nuts. I can't begin to like describe how strong that's going to be. and how much damage you're going to be chunking bosses with. You can actually build super aggressive comps with her. So that's already, again, another huge, probably one of the best Abyss units, I think, in the game at the moment. Besides probably Haste, because Haste can also put a lot of debuffs. But definitely for her, you can't go wrong with AoE defense break, AoE skill, and then damage based on health. So already another aspect of the game she's broken in. Hunt. Wyvern, of course, please don't take it to Wyvern. Golem, she doesn't shine as much, but again, it's like damage based on their max health. You're going to be doing damage to the Golem. She's still good to take there. She's not S tier probably compared to some other fire units, but definitely no reason for you. And then Banshee Hunt. Oh man, I don't even want to think about it, guys. Banshee Hunt is going to be so easy when you can just chunk the enemy and AoE hit everything. You need AoE wind units for this because she pops, like when you pop a certain amount of her health, she summons these Banshees and they're so annoying to deal with. You need a lot of AoE, a lot of like debuff immunity, but she can be your damage dealer that gets rid of those Banshees. She can do that with all of her AoE prowess, especially because she gets an AoE basically every turn because of her focus skill. That's where the skills start going together. She can do third skill into second skill, onto first skill, third skill. Even if she gets silence, if she has a nose focus, it's going to trigger. Like, there's so much reasons why I think she's going to be OP in Banshee Hunt. And, you know, just overall great unit. And then Labyrinth, of course, like once you guys get there, the raid aspect, oh my god. Again, same thing as Abyss. You can do defense break, you do damage based on their max health. That already enough is basically just enough to justify her being one of the top units. And I think, oh, and then the last aspect, that a challenge is okay. I don't do challenge that much. I don't think it's that great. There's better uses for your energy and the drops aren't that great. But arena, oh my god. I made a whole arena video talking about things that are good. But imagine this. So I haven't done an arena offense video, but just think about this for arena offense. She's not good in arena defense. Don't put her for arena defense. I don't think she shines there. But imagine this for arena offense. I don't know why I have Destina there. Destina shouldn't be there. And let's assume my Shuri was well ruined right now. Let's say I have my Shuri, who's like super fast. I guarantee my Rosa first turn. Rose does her third skill. Again, super fast. Gets everyone to go next. I have her go before Cess because she awakens into speed. So she's going to be faster than my Cess. It's going to be pretty easy to build her that way. And she doesn't really need... She probably needs an accuracy speed set, honestly, to shine the most. Because that way you can guarantee the defense breaks and you can make sure that you're moving pretty fast. And then you have your Cess completely cleaving the team. There's no way that this won't be like super strong. Of course, if I had I could also do this. Let's say I decided to make my Shadow Rose extremely overpowered, which I probably can if I just like give her the right equips. But I just haven't like been farming Hunt that much because I'm trying to finish some Abyss stuff. But let's say I give Shadow Rose, you know, Shadow Rose goes first, gets all that attack bar. Yuna comes in, does her attack buff, does her speed buff. So and then everyone is buffed up super fast. Bellona comes in, AoE defense breaks everybody, or even just breaks one defense break, one unit's health or defense. My Assess can come in, use their third skill, one-shot the problem unit, and do tons of damage to everyone else. Like, I just can't even begin. I honestly feel like for Arena, she's going to be the meta in the future for Arena offense. I think she's the future, especially because she's not a light and dark unit, so she's actually a little bit more achievable. So, in conclusion, definitely, if you have the gems, I would be spamming this summon right now. When you get her, you should just be super happy. If you get her and the artifact, I don't think the artifact's that great, but it goes really well on her if you're just focusing on the Banshee B10. But I don't think it's that great. It's decent. I could see some cool stuff happening with that, but definitely for her, she needs Rose Hargana as her thing, because if she's just attacking all the time and chunking the enemy bosses, that's what you need for her. So maybe one day I'll do like a full... This is basically a spotlight, but a little bit more in depth with the runes and equips. Let me know, guys, if you would like me to do like highlight some other units that maybe a little bit more in depth, like how I would build them and like some of the things, like how they actually look like when I battle with them, since I have a lot of units that maybe you guys don't have or are hoping to build and have and just want to see how they're rune. But let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you next time. Join the Discord, and that's all I got for today. Peace.